Ladies, in response to the coronavirus outbreak, Apple and Google are planning to roll out contact tracing software, right, to your cell phones. They say it'll help out the government and healthcare agencies reduce the spread of coronavirus by better understanding how it has moved through communities. But this raises privacy concerns for many. So let's check in with 300 Sides' Susan Campbell, who is taking a look at what it is going to mean this morning and why there's so much pushback. Hi, Susan.
Good morning. Some people say this technology could be a lifesaver, but you have to opt in to use it. And there's no way to know how many people will actually agree to have this software on their phones.
So you were exposed on Wednesday.
This is what traditional contact tracing looks like. Krista Cass is a contact tracer. She gathers information from people who recently tested positive for COVID-19 and then calls anyone they may have exposed.
There are some people that had no idea that, 2 days ago they came into contact with somebody who is now positive.
Big tech companies want to put this process on our phones. Google and Apple recently announced they're teaming up to create voluntary contact tracing software.
It utilizes Bluetooth technology to find out other phones that you've been into contact with. And then if somebody ultimately ends up getting COVID, as an example, and they have this application on their phone, they would inform the application, and then it will allow it to be able to reach out to others that come in contact.
Joel Cohen is the chief digital officer for Commit Agency in Chandler. He says privacy is a concern the companies will have to address.
In this case, both Apple and Google are saying your information is going to be completely separated from your name and identifying information, and it will only be shared for this specific purpose and not with third-party vendors.
Apple and Google say the first phase of the contact tracing software will be launched in May.
Smartphones are already being used for contact tracing in places like South Korea and Singapore, where it is mandatory. Back to you.
Really interesting. They know everything we're doing, it seems like, whether we're saying okay to it or not. Susan, thank you so much. Let's